Hi Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chandler and this is your intuitive energy reading for this week. This is for a Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus Libra, or if you're a cross watcher, please feel free to switch up or reverse the roles. I pick up on energies either within or around you, so play with the characteristics as they serve your storyline. Libra, I do sense some energy. All right, I meditated for just a few minutes before I turned on the camera. And the messages came in very clear, okay? What I'll give you now is that the message of history repeating itself was a very strong message coming through. So that could pertain to some of you. Maybe you're in a situation that seems eerily similar to the one that you've been in before. Going in a sort of circle or cycle with someone. I also heard told you so, and so I don't know who that's for, but you could be saying that to someone, or someone could be saying that to you. I told you so. I told you that we'd be here again, or I told you and you didn't listen, right? That's the sort of energy that I felt. History repeating itself, though, did seem a bit confusing, conflicting, right? Because there seems to be a choice or a risk here with maybe someone you're involved with. And I also heard the beginning of the end. The beginning of the end. So, take that as you will, Libra. We're going to get a spiritual message for you, okay? Spiritual message for Libra, please. That wants to come out really fast. Ooh, meditation and Kundalini rising on the bottom of the deck. That's really neat, Libra. Meditation, improvements require persistence. That's exactly the kind of energy that we were talking about. It is the beginning of the end, and as you may be watching things crumble, fall away, or leave your life, it's really a contemplative energy coming from this card. Contemplative, meaning that you don't necessarily have to sit down and go om to this, right? Which actually may be suggested. But instead, it's a sort of reflective energy that I feel, okay? Because with a number 27, that breaks down to a number 9, and that's a chapter ending. And so I swear that came through very, very clearly. It is the beginning of the end of some situation in your life, and the advice couldn't be clearer. Persist. You may have doubts about where this is going to go. You may not know the direction. You may not have a clear idea or any expectations upon this, okay? Which I think puts you in the perfect position to either manifest, start something new, start creating something for yourself, or really, really gain clarity of the situation outside of maybe any previous goals or expectations you had. Again, okay, with this 9, this does signify some element of time or a cycle that's coming to a close in your life, which would be indicative of history, right? Learning from your history, looking at your past, learning the lessons that are necessary so that you can close this chapter or even this book on either a person or a situation or just a time in your life that really has a lot of wealth and knowledge there for you. But it could be bittersweet in nature because you have to persist against something, right? Which means that there's a challenge. Okay, it means that there's a challenge. And so you're going to have to be very sure of yourself. You're going to have to be very grounded in your energy. And I do sense that you're receiving a lot of ancestral guidance, a lot of guidance from elders, from the wise ones, the ones who came before you, even your own spirit family on the other side, or star family. However you resonate with this, I kind of see all of the above for some of you. So you're really being guided, and especially with this Kundalini rising, you are very passionate about whatever is coming to a close. You're not going to let history repeat itself here. I really feel that for some of you Libras. You are not going to let history repeat itself in your life, okay? And I do feel like, for whatever reason, the necessary seeds have been planted. Okay, which is again why I think meditation is really important for you right now, because meditation often acts as a sort of spiritual watering, or a well, okay, of nourishment. When you go into meditation and when you contemplate these things and when you try to get connected emotionally, try to understand a situation, it oftentimes waters those seeds that you've planted. And so it's an effortless sort of growth process in that way. So I think that you are growing, you are changing. You're definitely not going to make a mistake like you did last time if that pertains to your story. But then you do have to sort of persist potentially against negative forces that are trying to sort of hold you back and keep you in the same cycle, make you doubt yourself, doubt your choices, your decision making, or just truly confuse you or deter you from your own intuition. These are all messages that could apply to some of you. Of course, it won't resonate with everyone, and I give several options so that you can choose which one resonates with you, okay? So let's clarify this. Let's clarify this situation. What is this situation for Libra? I'm getting that this is maybe someone from your past. Libra. Oh my God. Wow. This couldn't be more clear. As I said, that this is someone from your past. Look who made an appearance, right? I mean, this is a relationship. I was just looking at the two of them sort of floating in the ethers. This could be a spiritually or divinely guided relationship with Judgment coming up. We have the Emperor being the divine masculine and the Two of Cups. There is a partnership here, okay? I'm hearing revisitation. So this person and you have a lot of chemistry. You have a lot of chemistry, and I feel that this person has recognized you, okay? Maybe wanted to establish something with you. But there's also a risk here, okay? Because I really did feel that in my meditation. There's also a risk. You feel a little conflicted about this person. You wonder if they truly are acting as an emperor, which is what you need to meditate about, because they have shown you several indications that something is changing, something is renewing, something is healing, something is moving forward. But again, it's a sort of seedling feeling, like it's at its origins. And remember, in my meditation, I got the beginning of the end. Okay, and so I feel that there's history between you guys. Whenever we have the Two of Cups, it often denotes someone who, is working on understanding a relationship at its beginnings. There's a lot of chemistry, but the two have to work to get to know each other, or see eye to eye, right? That's the goal, is to see eye to eye. And I feel that the Emperor is actually initiating this. And for whoever I'm connecting with, this is a Lazarus effect. This is a Lazarus effect, and this person is wanting to make a decision differently than they've made before. Which may not actually happen, but they're trying to use their best judgment so that history doesn't repeat itself, which I think could be a sort of massive change in your life if this applies. Oh my God, we have the Magician underneath that. So you guys, I'm going to keep these cards out because it's just such a distinctive, well-rounded energy. This person is coming back from the past. You have love for this person. But I think also that risky energy could mean that you feel, to an extent, like you may have survived the past with them. Like it's not so lovely and warm-hearted. It's actually pretty tumultuous, which means that there may be some healing to do. And why you have to be very persistent, because this does seem very divinely guided. I'm just going to say that. It seems very divinely guided. The Magician, yeah. Oh, and the Three of Cups. I mean, this is definitely a very significant relationship for you, Libra. Okay, and it's this communication. It's this invitation is what I'm also hearing, to heal, rectify, or change the course of history as it stands, which has yet to actually change, because remember, history wants to repeat. And so take that as you will. Take that as you will. Let me see what else I can get for you, Libra. Show me what else is in store for Libra this week. Libra, this is like the most beautiful freaking energy. Man, this is crazy. So we have the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, Libra, whatever you've done, I really feel strongly like this is a very divinely orchestrated, spiritual powerhouse of a move you've made, because it has changed the course of history in a lot of ways. So again, with this Wheel of Fortune, this could denote karma, a new karmic cycle. Literally, this is the beginning of the end in a lot of ways, where things have been tumultuous or unfair, or you felt you failed in some way, shape, or form. You're really finding a hefty amount of value, a hefty amount of success, a hefty amount of validation or recognition here. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's coming from this person, but I think even more internally, this is happening for you. This is a bit of an internal process, though I do feel it is being acknowledged by others as well, okay? But, yeah, so persistence, man, like this is a lot of good energy happening for you, because whatever is ending, I think you have actually changed the course of where things were just going to go. Like, for whatever reason, I feel like you've just sort of swooped in as this divine guardian angel, this change agent, and you've literally changed the next cycle for yourself and this person, whatever you've done, all right? It's actually kind of magical. It's very powerful. And I feel like whatever recognition you are receiving, it is very well deserved. People are listening to you for good reason, okay? For good reason. Because whatever you've done, you've earned it. You've deserved it, you've overcome it, you've suffered through it potentially, and you've survived it. Okay, there's this element of survival, okay, and I don't think that this actually has a direct correlation, okay, with the next chapter. I feel like you're just having to revisit the things that you've survived or that you've gone through to finally lay them to rest, bury them, heal them, work through them. Because this next cycle is not going to be anything the same. It's not going to be, it's just so changed. It's just so changed. That's the feeling I'm getting, is it's totally changed. So there's the Seven of Swords, which is the lies, the deceit, the betrayal, the backstabbing maneuvers, the taking energy of the past. Okay, and we were just talking about the things that you've had to revisit, the things that you've had to heal, suffer through, the things that have just wanted to go ignored, just dismissed in a way, just like, no, let's not touch that. Let's not go there. I don't, should we, do we even have to, revisit that? Come on. And Libra's like, yeah, we do. We do. Unless you want history to repeat itself. And in that case, I think both of you are making the decision to do things differently. Because maybe you've been in the same situation before. It feels so strongly like you're having this epiphany or wake-up call or moment of sheer realization that if you don't make a different decision now, you may be in a similar or even worse situation years in the future. Because you've already done it with this person. You've already come full circle with this person, and maybe they didn't listen to you or didn't respect you or didn't appreciate you. And they're wanting to do things differently moving forward. Okay? But listen, we have this Seven of Swords, and so I do feel that the challenge here is that risky feeling. This person does feel risky. This person does feel kind of like, well, they could just change their mind at any time. What kind of evidence are they really giving you to go off of? What kind of assurance or surety or support or, promise is there, right? Because there is a bit of a promise, all right? There is a bit of a promise or some partnership happening that I think is being divinely guided for the both of you. And maybe the both of you are nervous about this, but I think even more specifically the Emperor, the one who's initiating it, the one who's having the ripened judgment, the one who wants things to be different moving forward, is the person you're having to take a risk on. Let me see what else is in store for Libra this week. Oh, shit, Libra. Yeah. Oh, man. This is why, Libra. This is why this person is so risky. Oh, man. Yeah. So. Let me read them like this. Okay, so we have Death and the Page of Cups. So this person, this is why. Okay, yeah. They're revisiting your life, or you're revisiting your relationship with them. This could be spiritually or divinely guided. You could have unfinished business or just a future with this person, depending on how strongly you feel you can move forward with them. But this is what they're currently going through. And so if you are a cross-watcher involved with a Libra, excuse me, my throat is all of a sudden acting up. I wonder if there's like communication barriers. I wonder if this is equally for the cross-watcher, potentially for the Libra. Improvements require persistence. If there has been a communication barrier or a block here in this relationship, it's because something needs to end, like for final and for good. Whatever this Death energy is, it's scorpionic, and then we have Pisces energy here. This is about needing to really address the past or have some issues really be put to rest, some habits or situations that you just can't revisit again. Like, if this person is in a situation, maybe they're in a relationship, maybe they have a hang-up, or maybe they need to leave a situation that no longer is serving them. I don't think that they actually have done that yet. Okay, and Libra, I'm getting a very strong turn-off, actually. Like, you know, not to take a dig at this person, but this is the challenge here for the Libra, is like, Libra's not going to wait forever. And so if this person does want to be with Libra, or if this person wants things to be different, they've got to make it different. You know, improvements require persistence. Improvements require persistence. You know, I don't know how dedicated this person is, but I think they know what Libra deserves. And so if they do want a shot at Libra, or to be with Libra, or to grow with Libra, it's kind of the having to prove something, making a substantial offer, because the Page of Cups is the card of innocence. It is the card of forgiveness, persistence, all right, another word, the key word to the Page of Cups, persistence, sincerity, compassion. Okay, so death to any situation that doesn't involve that energy, right? Death to a situation that is either toxic or not conducive to that innocence that you're trying to build off of from this relationship. Maybe there was a lack of innocence before. Maybe there's a lack of trust, right? With the Seven of Swords, it would sort of indicate someone wasn't so considerate. Someone wasn't so compassionate. Someone didn't understand. They neglected something. And it was probably a pretty big thing. And so with this Death card, it's coming like just very, very strongly. Success with Libra can only come that way. There's only one way to go toward this Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And I think that resonates with some of you. Right? Or else the past may repeat itself. Okay, and that's a very valid risk that some of you are having to face. You know, making a different decision this time. Bottom line, making a different decision this time. Not ignoring the signs this time. Not ignoring your intuition this time. Death to a situation, any situation that doesn't foster sincerity or compassion or love. So, perseverance, man, persistence and perseverance. It's like, I can just tell this person is sort of going back and forth. Yes, this is a very childish energy. It's an immature energy. It's one that hasn't quite established itself, not very strongly, though it has an investment in whatever transition this is. They have an investment here. They have feelings. They have an emotional connection here. Okay, and it is tangible. It is substantial because death is very deep. Death is very, very deep, and it requires sacrifice. It does. And so, Libra, I think this person is really coming to you in a sincere way, but it does feel childish because it hasn't ripened yet. It's like they're still figuring out how they want to move forward, which I think, there's that turn-off energy. It's like, you're not sure about me? Like, you're not sure? And what more do you need about this? Like, it almost kind of feels like that. I feel like this person's just second-guessing themselves a little too much, and it's making Libra feel like, oh. Okay? So that can be the challenge that you need to persist through, Libra, because I feel like you know this person. And I feel like you've been through this before with them, or a very similar situation, maybe even with a different person, and this person reminds you of the same person. I don't know. But it's literally about learning lessons, not making the same movements as you did before, to change the course of history and to actually have something real and deep with someone, regardless of who that may be for you. So the Tower and Ace of Pentacles come up. And so, Judgment is just like taking over this whole reading. It's, this whole thing is like, nope. You thought you were done with this issue. You thought you were done with this person. Guess what? You're not. You have to revisit it because we said so. Okay, so the Tower is in reverse because I feel like, death hasn't occurred yet. Neither has the Tower. So as clear as day, we can see this person, and why you're having to be persistent or persevere through these challenges is because this person is closing out cycles. The beginning of the end. The beginning of the end. Whatever seeds have been planted, it's tangible and you can't go back. Okay? But it's gonna take a while. And I hate to say that, Libra, but like this person I think has a lot of baggage, or there's a lot of history. And I kind of feel like, where do you even start? Some of you actually have to ask you, like, where do we even start? Yeah. It's persistence, man. Persistence, perseverance, patience, all the P's. Okay? Just do them all if you want this person or if you want this situation, because you're going to have to. There's no other way. And it's going to be really hard for you, Libra, actually, because it does feel very risky. And I feel like you're being guided not to put any more energy into it until this Tower maybe is fully collapsed for them. Because they have one foot in the door of their past and one foot in the door of their future. That's how I'm feeling. But then this energy of the beginning of the end is very clear. And so I don't feel that they'll stay in this position for forever. But to the cross-watchers out there, I'd be very careful about how much time you actually do stay in that position, because I don't think Libra will continue to present this offer for very much longer. And so, yeah, the Tower is in reverse because it has yet to truly end, and Libra is sort of maybe waiting, meditating on the patience that they can have for this person, especially if there's history here. It's like, I don't feel like Libra has very much of it. I don't feel like Libra has very much of it. And so, yeah, the offer still stands, but the Tower is following very close behind this indecision energy. Okay? Just so you guys know, the Tower is following very close behind the indecision energy. And so maybe just for this week, Libra, meditate on this. If you don't have your answers, or if you feel like you have to close a chapter yourself, do that. Work on yourself, focus on your money. A lot of money and success and validation is coming to you. And I feel like your story, where you may have felt like, you had no voice. I really struggled, during this reading with my voice. So maybe for a while you felt like I had no voice with this person, or maybe you're going through a situation very similar to that. There is a spiritual understanding here that is beyond words. Okay? So really hold on to that. Trust your intuition, because your intuition is bang on. It's bang on. Their intuition is bang on. And they're making all the right moves, but it's just taking them a while. It's just taking them a while, okay? So, just keep doing you. That's my advice. Overall energy, let's see what we have. Knight of Cups. So where we were with Death and the Page of Cups, this person eventually will know how to feel. This person eventually will know the uniqueness, okay, of this situation or of this relationship or of you, Libra. They will come to you with an offer, an apology, sincerity. The Cup of Love, it's very distinctive here with the Death card, knowing that they have to end something so that history doesn't repeat itself, if that applies. But then the Knight of Cups is also a graduation. Okay, so as soon as death happens and as soon as the Tower moment happens, and there is a substantial commitment or offer or seedling, that is there for you both to benefit from, then the graduation happens from the Page to the Knight. This person matures almost instantly. There's a lot more depth, understanding, spiritual awareness. And, this shows, again, your perseverance in this situation. So this isn't only their energy. It is also yours. It is also yours, okay? Being validated, being heard. There's a lot of emotions here. So where you felt like you've had to persevere or persist in a sort of aggressive way, or maybe even in a subdued way, feeling not validated, not heard, not respected. All of these emotions are flooding back to you after this situation comes to its conclusion. Whether or not that actually involves you being with this person, there's a very substantial ending, closure for you, Libra, for you, and maybe for this person as well. Okay, so regardless of how this ends, I think that it's going to be really good for the both of you. The Knight of Cups is moving forward with your Cup of Love here again. More matured, more balanced, emotional reciprocity, building on an emotional foundation, spiritual awareness, heightened intuition, psychic essences, and connection. I really love it. I love it. I think it's going to be great. Oh, and the Empress. You guys, we have a divine connection here for sure. There's a little bit of karma, though. We did have the 8 of Swords underneath that. So yeah, there is a risk. Yeah, it is scary. And yeah, you're going to have to move forward in one way or the other. But you're going to have to tune in for this. You're going to have to persevere, be patient, be persistent for the answers that you seek. And they will be very clear for you when it's time to move forward, okay? Be in that Empress energy. I mean, if the Emperor is coming to you like this, then there's only one way to counteract their energy. Just be in your Empress energy. Nurture, grow, expand, plant, right? Abundance, healing, all of that energy can come from this if you handle it in the right way. Okay, which I think you are. Libra, this is great. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.